Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to all you Akim that's pushing this truth and truth with sincerity. I'm going to start off in Matthew, the 10th chapter, verses 34, and it reads, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. These are the words of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh Shai. He's not coming to send peace on earth, all right, but a sword, all right? Destruction is coming upon the shores of Babylon the Great. The scriptures tell you that Babylon will be destroyed in 1 hour, according to the scriptures. So we're not in a time of peace right now. We're in a time of war, and we're in a time of division. And this is basically what this lesson is going to be on. It's going to be on division and Babylon, all right? Matthew 10 and verse 35, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." So even people in this world, they're going to be at variance with each other. Now that word variance, it goes the state or quality of being variant, a variable, variation, difference or inconsistency, the state or fact of being in disagreement or in conflict. All right, so a lot of people in these times are going to be in conflicts or disagreements with each other. And I want to get into what's been going on. Now, first I'm going to say this. The brother Napash from the Montreal camp did a lesson 6 months ago that said brothers should stop saying DTA. We all know what DTA means, okay? And I'm going to show it in this video what these people are saying. And that was a spirit, because we see it now here in America. They're having a lot of these pro-Palestine, I'm going to just say it, pro-Palestine protests. You all over the country now. These protests are ramping up. Even at work today, I saw one in Los Angeles, and people are the police were surrounded by these protesters. You still got this situation going on in Gaza, and I believe the Israelis are going to go into that part called Rafah. Okay, they have totally devastated, all right, committed a genocide over there in the Gaza Strip. Which some of those people that could be Israelites, for the most part, they're heathens, all right? But I'm going to play this. I'm going to say fair use. This is from the American Revolution. I'm going to say fair use. I'm not using this to make any monetary gains. Look at here. At the University of Texas, as students protest war in Gaza. So there's a lot of variance out here in these streets of Babylon the Great. All right, like I said, I'm using this as fair use. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. I'm using this to teach. So without further ado, I'm going to play this. This is from a pro-Palestine protest in Michigan. I believe the city was called Dearborn, which there's a lot of, I would say, so-called Arabs, Ishmaelites that live in that area. All right. Even I believe the mayor is even an Ishmaelite. But I'm going to just play this right quick.
We've been asked in the past, why are our protests on the International Day of Quds, why are they so anti-America? Why don't we just focus more on Israel and not talk so much about America? Gaza has shown the entire world why these protests are so anti-America. Because it's the United States government that provides the funds for all of the atrocities that we just heard about. And this is why Imam Khomeini, who declared the International Day of Quds, this is why he would say to pour all of your chants and all of your shouts upon the head of America. Malcolm X said, and I quote, We live in one of the rottenest countries that has ever existed on this earth. It's not Genocide Joe that has to go. It's the entire system that has to go. Any system that would allow such atrocities and such devilry to happen and would support it, such a system does not deserve to exist on God's earth.
And that's why the brother said, don't say DTA. And I believe one of the apostles mentioned it. You know, brothers shouldn't say DTA in their videos because we're in that time of persecution. All right, this is what they're saying. Okay, we're coming out the Bible and telling you what God is going to do. But I'm gonna get this precept right quick. What the man was saying. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. We all know who the problem is on the face of the earth. All right, it's the red man. It says Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the righteous are the Israelites, the people rejoice. And that's what they will do in the kingdom of heaven. All right, all these nations will rejoice in the kingdom of heaven. Well, I can't say Esau because he's going to be head first into slavery. But the other nations, they will rejoice. But when the wicked, who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, okay? And the Most High does not love Esau, okay? Don't listen to these one body guys. The Most High does not love Esau. He created Esau to be the wicked. And you see what's going over there in that part of the land. The wicked is doing what the wicked does. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. These people are mourning, man. They're over there in Dearborn, Michigan, all right? Mourning, all right? The red man is the problem, all right? Let's go to Esau, Edom is the problem. Proverbs 16:14. And you got, hey, you've even got Edomites that are in these rallies. You got Edomites that are for the small hatters, and you got the the Edomites that are for, you know, the pro-Palestinian, you know, movement or whatnot. All right. So there's a lot of division here on earth. Then in America, particularly, then you've got these two candidates that are going to run up again for president. All right, the same guys who faced off 4 years ago. You got people. I'm gonna show you the comments. All right, there's a lot of division that's going on. There's a lot of variance out here in Babylon. The Proverbs 16:4. The Lord's name is Yahweh, have made all things for Himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And the wicked is Esau, Edom. All right, there's no peace to the wicked, like it says in Isaiah 48:22. The Most High has put the spirit on Esau, Edom to come up with intercontinental ballistic missiles to destroy his own self. Okay? Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. That's Esau, Edom for you. Though hand join in hand, he should not be unpunished. Now I'm going to show you these comments before I move on. It says, this is our country, not yours. Well, this is not even your country, red man. You came over here. You raped, robbed, and murdered the Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and so-called Mexicans who had this land. Now you're saying it's your country? We need to bring DJ back in 2024. And if they do bring this guy back, man, it's going to be you Babylonians' worst nightmare, man. He say he's going to bring in the firing squad and the guillotines. He's going to turn up, and this is what you people are going to vote for if there is an election. It says DTA, leave if you hate it. Hey, a lot of you so-called white people hate it here. You're on TikTok crying about inflation, but you're still proud. This isn't even your country. Okay? How did you get this country? We're not begging you to stay, talking about the entire system while living free. Nobody's living free here. These are the same Edomites, because they're just Edomites here. I mean, you see the name of this page. These Edomites are the same people that pray to Donald Trump that he can get elected. All right, just mad because their little daughter is dating Tyrone. These little two-time loser Edomites that still believe in their constitutional rights. You know, these don't tread on me devils. These is who we talking about. These little cowards that troll. All right, the little cowards that say we was kings on a comment board when brothers do lessons. These two-time losers, man. All right, your own system doesn't even give a damn about you, man. That's why they spray chemicals over you every day and give you McDonald's. All right, but nonetheless, all right, there's a lot of division going on. Let me read this article. Now this is from the Jerusalem Post. Okay, this is from you know where, and those people over there that are occupying our land, because you can see, that word right there. DTA, DT, DTI chanted at Dearborn, Michigan rally. Recent weeks have seen other calls for the destruction of Babylon by pro-Palestinian activists. All right. And the destruction of Babylon the Great is in the Bible. That's why they're trying to outlaw the Bible. It sure as hell ain't in the Quran. And you got these people, man, like this looks like an Edomite, man. All right. Like I said, you got Edomites that's for, one side, and Edomites that's for the others. All right. There's a spirit of division that's out here in Babylon the Great over everything. There's that gender wars, racial tension over wars, tension over politics. Meanwhile, our people are arguing over sports, and this is what's really going on. All right. It says Michigan activists called for the death of Babylon and the state of Israel at a Friday Al-Quds Day rally in Dearborn, the Middle East Media Research Institute revealed in a report on Sunday. It says in a video now deleted from the community news outlet Dearborn.org, an activist identified as Memory and Dearborn.org, Tariq Baza, explained that Quiz Day protests are anti-American rather than just focusing on Israel because of the funding that the United States provides to Israel. This probably, I'm not going to play that. But as it says in the video, this is why the former Supreme Leader Ahmad Khomeini, who declared International Quiz Day, this is why he would say to pour all of your chants and all of your shouts upon the head of America. The crowd, led by a male activist, chanted DTA. All right, and that's why the brother was in the spirits, not to say DTA, because they're going to try to link us to these ISLAM groups. Okay, so we got to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves out here and be circumspect. I can't even say what I want to even say on this lesson. I got to spell words out and use code words, but brothers know what we're talking about. This is Matthew 24 and verses 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it's going to start turning deadly with these protests, man. All right, ain't going to be no rubber bullets or tear gas. People, just me speaking as a man, it's going to get rowdy out here in Babylon with these all these protests, man. All these protests are going to start turning deadly and bloody out here, man. Because sin shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. There's this great spirit of division that's out here, if you can't tell. All right. Going back to that Matthew the 10th chapter, man's foe shall be of their household. You see people get knocked off by their own family members. You had that one woman that deleted her son because he brought snacks into the bedroom. That's the type of stuff that's going on here in America. Babylon the Great. Now I want to go to 2nd Ezra the 15th chapter. I didn't plan on making this too long, but that spirit of division and sedition is heavy right now in Babylon the Great. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. And the Bible talks about destruction. Okay? The God of the Bible is causing these plagues and this division here on earth. And we're simply reading out what the Bible says and reporting it to our people to let them know what time it is and what frame of mind to get into. Okay? For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And like I said, you got gender wars going, you got gender beefs going on the internet, you got racial tension that's beefing up. You got the situation in the Gaza Strip. You got one side going against another with these protests. You got the politics and what could happen with this election coming up in November. All right. One group of people are going to stand up to fight another with swords in their hands. They can fight with literal swords or guns. For there should be sedition among men and invading one another. Let me stop right there. This definition of sedition is conduct or language inciting rebellion against the authority of a state. And what them people said, they said DTA, they said it in another language, but that spirit of sedition is going to be out here. Even amongst Edomites, all right? You got Edomites that go to these rallies as well, like I said. And they some of them probably shouted DTA too. Okay? Sedition, conduct, or language inciting rebellion against the authority of a state. All right? And you got this movie Civil War, which I'm going off. I haven't seen it yet. Going slap off, but I'm going to see it soon. All right? There's going to be a lot of sedition out here. People are rebelling. Hey, these governmental authorities in these states like Texas, Florida, Georgia, all right, they're inciting sedition and rebellion against the federal government. Okay, so it's on a higher level. It's on a higher level and it's on a low level here in Babylon. But nonetheless, there's a spirit of division and sedition out here in these streets. Insurrection, rebellion. And that's what's going on. There's a lot of sedition going out here in Babylon the Great. It was in these other countries and it still is. But we were doing lessons for years about people rebelling against the government in these other countries, these different coups d'etats in these other countries. Now it's coming here to America. All right? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. People are going to be invading one another. All right? More invasions, namely over the lack of food, but there's going to be a lot more invasions of people. All right? People are going to get it on sight soon, man. They shall not regard the kings nor princes. They're not going to give a damn about what some authority said. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because this is what the elites want. They want order out of chaos so they can set the order up again. So they can set up, their 15-minute cities and their nefarious plans, and ultimately the MOTB. They want people to go out here and start looting and shooting and robbing and killing and burning up businesses. So they can say, hey, you know what? We got a solution here. The MOTB. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. A lot of these cities are going to be troubled, especially these cities where 911 is getting defunded. I believe in Pittsburgh, the police are responding to calls between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. So that's going to be in more states and cities, man. It's going to be a lot of chaos out here, more division. People not going to give a damn out here. The love of many is waxing cold. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of men afraid out here because they don't know what the hell's going on, especially our people. All right, look at Jake. Jake is a mama's boy out here. He's going to be crying to his mother when all hell start to break loose. All right, let me end it off on 19. 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. And you're starting to see that, man. These protests, man, that they've been having, man, is going to start turning deadly, man. They're not going to give a good goddamn about who lives next door or this such and such. If I'm on this side and you're on that side, we're fighting each other. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And that's going to go into a time where, all right, it's going to be famine, just like it back in 70 AD. And spoil their goods. They're going to be running up in people's houses for the lack of bread. It says because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And great tribulation is coming in the form of Jacob's trouble. This is 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. I might just title this lesson, Part 14, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Sedition and division are heavy in Babylon, if I can type all that. So Lord, when that was edifying, till next time, I want to say shalom.